Good evening, Madrilenians. The night was electric, almost unreal. One of those European nights where football stops being a mere game and becomes a psychological war, a brutal battle where every second can change destiny. And at the heart of this storm, Real Madrid struck again. Cold, clinical, ruthless, the Madrilenians secured a 2-1 victory at Manchester City's ground, once again proving why this club never dies. From the first whistle, the tone was set. Manchester City didn't play, they suffocated. High pressing, maximum intensity, hypnotic ball circulation. Guardiola's men took total control of the match, as if they wanted to crush Real Madrid in the opening minutes. The ball lived at the citizens' feet, while the Madrilenians ran, endured, gasped. You could almost feel the panic, that rare but very real sensation. Real were cornered. The opening minutes were a siege. Every City attack was a blade, every movement a threat. Erling Haaland prowled like a predator, ready to pounce at the slightest mistake. Kevin De Bruyne orchestrated, Bernardo Silva infiltrated, Phil Foden provoked. Madrid was holding its breath. One wondered how long they would last. 1 minute, 10 minutes, an error seemed inevitable. And yet, it is in this chaos that football turns. One action, just one, a spark in the darkness. On a rare Madrid counter, Vinicius Jr retrieves the ball. He accelerates. There's nothing, absolutely nothing, and suddenly, there is everything. He pierces the defense, provokes, forces Bernardo Silva into a desperate intervention. The contact is there. The referee does not hesitate. Penalty. The stadium erupts, but not as expected. Doubt creeps in. And worse still, the sentence is passed, a red card for Bernardo Silva. In a fraction of a second, the match shifts into another dimension. Manchester City goes from total domination to absolute disaster. Reduced to 10 men, mentally shaken, struck at the heart. Real Madrid, meanwhile, breathes. Even better, they smell blood. Vinicius steps up to take the penalty. An icy silence. The kind of silence that crushes the shoulders. But he almost smiles. He does not tremble. He does not doubt. Run up. Strike. Goal. 1-0. The Bernabeu is not here, but its spirit hovers over the pitch. Real Madrid has struck without warning. Cruel, unjust, inevitable, and the most terrifying part. This was only the beginning. Because after that goal, Real changed their face. No more suffering, no more suffocation. The Madrilenians gained confidence. They kept possession, slowed the game, imposed their rhythm. City, stunned, tried to reorganize, but something had broken. And then, like another dagger, Vinicius struck again. A rapid transition, a disorganized defense, a blinding acceleration, and a surgical finish. 2-0. Silence engulfed the stadium. A heavy, almost unreal silence. City fans couldn't believe it. How could a team that dominated so thoroughly find themselves 2 goals behind, and a man down? This is Real Madrid, a team that turns nothing into gold, suffering into victory, chaos into dominance. But the match was far from over. Manchester City, even with 10 men, refused to die. Before the break, the citizens found a response. A reaction of pride. A display of character. On a quick move, Haaland surged. Power, precision, ruthless finish. Goal. 2-1. And suddenly, everything became possible again. The stadium awoke. Energy returned. Gazes shifted. City was not dead. City still believed. The second half was a battle. A real one. A fight where every ball was contested as if it were the last. City, despite being a man down, pushed. Again and again. They ran more, fought harder, refused to yield. Every attack was a desperate attempt to come back. Every cross, every shot, every duel was charged with hope. Real Madrid, meanwhile, managed. With that terrifying maturity that defines them. No panic, no rush. They know how to suffer. They know how to wait. They know how to win. But beware, the danger was constant. Haaland was everywhere. De Bruyne tried everything. Foden multiplied his penetrations. There were chances. Real chances. The stadium held its breath at every shot. Every ball into the box. Every aerial duel. And yet, the score did not change. Why? Because realism had chosen its side. City struck, insisted, threatened, but lacked that little something. That final touch. That precision. That composure. And in front of them, Real Madrid were merciless. Every mistake was punished. Every space exploited. Every second controlled. Time passed. And with it, City's hope faded. The final minutes were suffocating. The ball burned at their feet. Bodies exhausted. Minds too. But Real held. Again. Always. Until the final whistle. And then, everything erupted. Real Madrid had done it. Again. 2-1 victory. Qualification secured. Mission accomplished. In a match where they had been dominated, pushed around, sometimes outplayed, they found a way to win. Because it is in the DNA. Because this club lives for these moments. Because chaos is their playground. Vinicius Jr was the hero of the night. A brace. A monumental performance. But beyond the individual, it was a whole team showing exceptional mental strength. Opposite them, Manchester City can hold their heads high. Despite the red card, despite the circumstances, they delivered a courageous, intense, almost heroic performance. But in this type of match, courage alone is not enough. Realism makes the difference. And tonight, it belonged to Madrid. Now, Real Madrid look forward to the next round. A new challenge. A new battle. Against the winner of Bayern versus Atalanta. No matter the opponent, one thing is certain. As long as Real Madrid breathe, no one is safe. No one. Subscribe for more videos.